What happens when science abandons ethics? When the quest for knowledge justifies any cost, even if the cost is human dignity, health, and life itself. This isn't a dystopian fiction. This is a hidden chapter of American history. For decades, under the guise of progress and national security, the United States government and medical institutions conducted horrific experiments on vulnerable people without their knowledge or consent. In Macon County, Alabama, today we uncover the stories of those used as human lab rats. In 1932, the U.S. Public Health Service began a study on 600 African-American men, 399 of whom had syphilis. They were told they were being treated for bad blood, a local term for various ailments. But the true purpose was to study the long-term, devastating effects of untreated syphilis. Tuskegee was a slow-moving tragedy. Even when penicillin became the standard cure in the 1940s, these men were deliberately denied treatment. The study continued for 40 years. As a direct result, men died, went blind, insane, and suffered severe complications. Wives contracted the disease and children were born with congenital syphilis. All for the sake of observing a preventable tragedy, while another project was a frantic, clandestine race for control. In the 1950s and 60s, the CIA launched Project MKUltra. Its goal was to develop mind control techniques and chemical weapons for use in the Cold War. How? By testing psychoactive drugs like LSD on unwitting human subjects. CIA agents gave LSD to unsuspecting citizens in bars. They funded experiments at prestigious universities and prisons, where patients and inmates were dosed without their consent, leading to severe psychological trauma and, in at least one case, restaurants and brothels. The suicide of a U.S. government scientist. These are not isolated incidents. From radiation experiments on patients to testing chemicals on prisoners, a pattern emerges. The powerful experimenting on the powerless, the poor, the incarcerated, people of color, and the mentally ill. The public exposure of these abuses led to outrage and, eventually, change. The Tuskegee study directly led to the 1979 Belmont Report, which established the core ethical principles for human research that protect us today: respect for persons, beneficence, and justice. Remembering this dark history is not about casting blame. It's a stark reminder of why, but about vigilance. Informed consent and ethical oversight are not bureaucratic hurdles. They are vital shields against inhumanity. They were more than subjects. They were people. And their stories demand that we never forget the human cost of unethical science. What other histories should we remember? Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel.